And we're back, and I've reset my internet and trying to get back on the server now. Well, that came up a bit quicker this time. Just let that load in, cache. Okay, so I can hear the rain, and that's come up. So let's try this aircraft. Got a briefing, and it looks all good there. Half of me's wondering whether it might be a Harrier issue, but we'll see now. Okay, that's looking more promising. Yeah, it could be the rain effects. Although I haven't had an issue with it before. But then I haven't really used it much on multiplayer, to be honest. I mean, you wouldn't think just a bit of rain effect would cause massive lag out. But my internet's stable, obviously, because I'm streaming. So wonder if it is that rain effect. Yeah. Alright, that's definitely not working. Okay, let's go back in and adjust that setting and get rid of that rain effect. No, I mean this is a 1070 Ti, so you'd think, okay, that's perfect, but it might be connecting to the server issue. I think I've had some issues with this one before. If I don't get in first, then it can cause a few issues. But right, let's go to settings. Just make sure that that screen's up. There we go. So let's turn off rain droplets. I mean, usually these settings are absolutely fine. Just turn that off. Civilian traffic. Let's turn that off. Didn't even realise that was on. Right, let's turn those off. Okay. I think we may have sussed it, because that come up even quicker this time. Right then. Fingers crossed. That civilian traffic might have been doing it. That was on high and that shouldn't have been. That should have been off. So I don't know why that was on. It shouldn't have been. Because that causes major performance issues. Yeah. But apparently when you've got that on, it's just performance hits the floor. It's annoying when you just want to fly, isn't it? Maybe because I was messing with the mission editor and the settings in there, it changed some of my setup. Right, let's try this again. So let's go into the top one. Hit that cache. Right, how's that looking? Yeah, that's looking pretty. See, that looks fine. And my fly button. Oh no. Okay, let's just leave that a second. Yeah, that looks good. So I've turned the raindrops off and I've turned the civilian traffic off, which should have been off anyway. Yeah, look, there we go. Unbelievable. Right, let's get this going. It's always the simple things, isn't it? So I'll make sure I double check that next time, I think. So let's have a look at, see what I can load up. Let's go with that. Okay. So I want a deck and pod, and I want 2 sidearms just in case I find something. And where's bombs? Do I want bombs or do it? Yeah, let's take bombs. So here's Mark 82s, 3 Mark 82s there. Put 3 on the other side, I think. 3 Mark 82s. Then put some 2 on the other side. Just to keep. There, we've got 13 tons, 14 tons maximum, 100% fuel.
Request rearming.
Okay, let's.
Copy.
Yeah, Auntie, I'm back in. I've changed some settings and it's actually loaded this time, so I'm going to head in once I'm started.
Oh, I got shut down by Fortinero because Cap's nowhere to be seen.
No.
Usual shit, I called it out the first time and they said, oh yeah, we're in contact. And I looked on the map and couldn't see a damn thing up there. They were over the fleet again, or heading to the fleet.
Well, that's. What, are they just hiding then?
Hell, I don't know. They always do that, don't they? They go and fly over the fleet for some stupid reason.
Oh no. Yeah, it is a light plane. It's single engine though. Wow. The size of the intakes, how much air that sucks in is unbelievable.
I got P-Man, Kestrel and Pontiac in Viggins heading out to Mosdock. I think they're going to go and try and attack Tbilisi.
Oh really? They're having a gamble.
Yeah, my suggestion last time, which we all seemed to find agreeable, was to go and attack Kutaisi through the mountains, because I don't think they're very well protected on their flanks. And I reckon we could have sneaked through there, but we've got bridges to do.
Yeah, it's like I was saying, you know, I wouldn't mind going for that big bird up there and pushing the front line as well, but there's a couple of places which may be vulnerable. Dust bun, yeah. Yeah, it's like a hairdryer, isn't it? Yeah, right, that's the canopy shut, so it should be nicer on the ears. And let's get that up. I like to do the auto start because I'm a bit lazy with it, I think. Let's get that on, let's get that to standby. We'll have this light off in a minute. And the flaps will come on in a second. We'll just put that down as the auto start leaves that alone. Get some lights in. There. See what that looks like when that comes up. Those lights are on. Yeah, and the engine's coming on now, so not long. And then we can head in and see if we can kill some bridges. But I've got those sidearms just in case. Reset my view here. See that? Look, the wind direction seems to be highlighted now in green, and it seems to spin on its own sometimes. So we're almost ready. Let's have a look, see what's going on. One of our mirages is gone.
Warning, 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 warning.
We're having a field day again today, shooting people down.
Warning, warning.
I'm sinking my chair a little bit. Alright, flap switch, that's on. That needs to come down into auto. Everything else seems to be coming on. Let's turn the disco off. Okay, I'm fully ready if when you are.
Oh, I'm just taking off.
Okay, I'll follow you up then. Right, let's get to the runway and let's get taken off. Put some lights on. Yeah, that's civilian traffic, wow. Unbelievable. Actually, I might take off from the taxiway, it'd be a lot quicker, wouldn't it? So let's get round here. As long as I can stay straight, we'll be good. I'm sort of winging it a bit. Put that on, that stow, get that up. Let's just go. Where's the, it's going to push us to the right, I think. Get some, here we go, 90, 100, 110, there go the nozzles. And pull up, and we're up. Gear up. Start getting the nozzles back a bit. Yeah, I'm in the air now. Just turn around, keep that speed coming in. It's 20 on the nozzle now, let's get the flaps up. Let's get that water off. And go flaps now. Nozzle, sorry. Right.
Popped a couple of flares there.
Yeah, thank you, I see you. Right, there's Auntie dead ahead. So we'll go and find her. And follow her in. Just, right, we need the early warning radar on. We won't worry about the map because we know where we're going roughly. Get that on. All ready for when we get there because I don't like faffing. And get that up to 2000 so we can get back. And we have a spike already. And that's HR. So it's 430 knots. Let's keep that around 90%. Right, let's see what the trim's doing. Just trim that out. Yeah, that's it. They're using all of the assets to their advantage. And our cap flight, I don't know where they are. They were over the ships, so we'll have to see what happens here. So I'm going to stick. I think I put a decking pod on. I'm not sure. Did I? Well, that'll help keep us out of their radar. There's a 50 ahead. So.
Okay, Harrier's airborne. We've got 2 mics to get airborne, and they'll be crossing us in 1 mic.
Right. So that performance is great now. I've turned that off. Turn the rain effects off as well. But I think it was the civilian traffic that did it. No, they're not at any risk as red. They're just, you know, happily flying around, but, you know.
Buick Hammer message.
Yeah, Buick, go ahead.
When you pass Granada, can you orbit please until the 15th takeoff? We'll be up in 2 months.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, did you hear that, Auntie?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so hold at Godata.
I don't know what for. The Su-27s will be down for fuel at the same time.
Are they going? Oh, they're going back now.
Don't know, but I haven't heard anything from Overlord.
Yeah, I see Coffee's landed. And I don't have any spikes as yet.
Have you noticed the radio display's changed?
Which display?
The radio frequency display in the Harrier.
Oh yeah, what with the font?
Yeah, it's gone to smaller digits.
Yeah, is that more realistic then? Yeah, Buick's at good data, and we're not getting any nails from any enemy aircraft at this minute.
I suppose it's better to start some sort of banking manoeuvre then.
Yeah, let's go around in circles.
Bank towards the mountains, I think, and reduce to 65% on the throttle.
Roger, I'm just following behind you. Yeah, so around we come then. So now's the window of opportunity to where we can actually attack. Being that there's no red in the area at the minute. There's an unknown there, so they might be coming back in now. Let's see. Just like to check, see who's landed and who's taken off. Trying to keep that situational awareness up as best as possible, which does get a bit difficult at times with...
I've got something 114 at 60 miles.
Okay, roger. Well, let's be conservative then, I guess. Have we got AWACS up?
Yeah, we've got AWACS up.
Yeah, might be an idea. I've got a 29 at our 9 o'clock. It might be a good idea to turn right and head low a bit.
Oh, he's got to come within our SAMNet to come and get us at that sort of distance.
Yeah, what's his missile range?
Harrier's 1 mic.
Yeah, we're circling Godata at the minute.
Here.
See if he comes back up. Oh, where's Auntie going? Keep her in view.
A lot of traffic, 3 ship Eagles, taking 1-way 1-2.
where we are. There's Gadata over there. Yeah, we're supposed to be going after bridges, so we need a window of opportunity to go in and bomb them. 5 bridges across a stream just to stop apparently stop their ground forces from coming over towards us and retaking what we've already taken. I'm not sure if that would happen, but that's what we're doing. There's also a big bird site up in the mountains which I wanted to go and get, but doesn't look like we can do that today. We need to push that front line down more south and get closer to... we're getting closer now to where there's an absolute massive SAMS, and it's surrounding, I think it's Sanaki and Gatesi down towards that area and down south.
I've got my ring on the map to hit WB, the Western Bridge. Do you want to go for a different one?
Okay, let me just have a look and try and get my bearings. Right, let's spin that round, let's put on AFC and let's hold that and let's have a look on F10. Okay, so there's her mark and we're up there. Yeah, Roger, I see your mark, and yeah, if I follow you in when we go in, then I'll just get the next one or the next one I see that you don't hit, something like that. I see the 15s are getting near us now. Let's take control back.
They're still on the ground, good data.
Oh, they still haven't taken off.
Cap has, but the rest are still on the ground.
Right, roger. Yeah, and on my 12 o'clock south now, I see I've got 29 spikes, or 33 or whatever they're using.
I got shot down by a Fortnero at a 27.
Okay.
Landed, that's interesting.
This is Buick, all flights, so I have a Nails on a 29, could be a 27 or 33 at heading 100.
Roger, first Eagle is airborne, I'm having a good look at it.
Roger that. Round and round we go. See, last time we just went low and fast, and then you know it didn't catch me, but they caught my wingman.
It's done. Second Eagle's taking off now. Go, go, go.
Roger, turning in. Okay, looks like we're off then.
Yeah, as soon as I come from this turn, I'll level out at 115.
Alright, let's get air to ground. We want CCIP and we want nose tail. Okay, I'm heading probably about 120 and I'm going to go low over the sea a little bit, just follow the coast down. Right, so we can run in now so we get fast. Keep that 89, I don't want to burn the engine out, we've got 500 knots. Let's get on down on the deck. That's best line of defence at the minute. Let's put the let's get these up in case I need to put the infrared on. There we go, night. Shouldn't have thought so. Just a bit light at the moment, but just in case. Right, let's stick the AFC on a minute. Right, and work out my ingress. So, let's see. I need to come down there towards here, which is 126 degrees. Yeah, I've basically got that. And we're at 760 feet. So coffee, yeah, some of them landed, so we might be all right. Let's push the engine up a little bit to 95. There's the cap. There's Cap. There's Auntie behind me, and the other F-15's coming. I'm going to go over Sukumi. But we've got to go right down here. I mean, that's a good 70 kilometers from where I landed that, so we've probably got another 55, 60 to go. And I've 5,000 on the fuel, so maybe this is going to be a tight one land at Gadata, I think. And we'll have to see how we get on. We've got F-15s over there protecting us, 2 more over there. Coming up on the RWR at the minute. Let's turn that up. Let's keep. Yeah, that can stay there. Right, here's Sukumi, which we captured and destroyed the other day. I don't think there's any man pads here, but I'm going to keep an eye out. Keep my hand on the stick. They were shooting at us from there. I think they've removed them now because we've captured it. So, but just to make sure there's none left. And, yeah, it looks clear. Excellent. Yeah, I'm just passing Sukumi. See, over the land you just get speckles, whereas over the sea obviously you're going to get a massive block of colour on the infrared. Yeah, Sukumi's pretty cool. It's nice to have the challenging ones to land at and things. So Sochi's pretty challenging with the mountains and stuff at the end of the runway. Not the greatest weather today, but we've got some visibility there. What's that? Probably about 6,000 meters or so, 5,000 meters maybe. Not sure. Probably further.
I've marked all the bridges now.
Oh yeah, seen. Roger. So we need to come up this way. Let's go towards that one there. It is 98 degrees roughly. Okay, I'm getting spiked.
Is it the Big Bird radar or is it the 29s?
It's the 29s. I'm turning cold.
Roger, we're covering.
Right, I'm going low. I think that's Auntie ahead of me there. I can't see if I'm getting fired on. Right, that's that stopped. Yeah, I was just getting spiked from me from 29s and also that Big Bird there, and there's a few other SAMs ahead that's stopping us. Yeah, I think this was a bit. We haven't really cleared that out yet, so. Okay, I'm turning back in and seeing what happens. Yeah, and I'm being picked up by it again. It's moving lower and closer to the shoreline. Let's get down, get down. Oh, that's a bit too low. But it's turning. Yeah, I'm turning back in, but we are getting spiked from those SAM sites as well. So there we go. I want to be at 100 feet. Right, let's put AFC on. Oh, AFC. So that's 60 feet. I'm playing with fire at the minute. Let's have a look at F10. Statics over the site. Caps firing. So I need to come in at 109 degrees. So let's see if I can get somewhere near it. But caps firing, that's an aircraft by the looks of it, and oh, it looks like that's an F-15. He's going to come across me there. There he goes. Got 29 ahead. Just... Wow, it's all going on here. F10. I'm not going to get lucky if I get too close.
I've got rid of my ass at 11 miles.
Alright, there's the bridge. Oh, wrong way. And I'm getting spiked by an SA-6. And again, bloody thing. Right, let's see if I hope I'm not too far away. Where's that ruddy river? What's getting me now? Yeah. Big Bird site. Now, which one is it? Yes, there it is. Oh, this is going to be tight. Looks like that missed. Oh, I didn't get it off the rail properly. Is that it there? Oh, I've lost it. Damn. Oh, there's one there. Right, let's get down. So far so good. I'm sort of in the area. I'm not a big fan of bombs. Maybe I should have bought Zunis. Right, let's extend a little bit and then turn in, make a big run and make a big exit. Well, I need to keep up so I can see it. But I don't want to stay up so much where I'm going to get shot down. Right, where's that frickin'... where is it? Is that one there? Oh, no. right off. Damn. Oh, this weather. It's a pain in the neck. Right, Ashley, let's go. Let's go up the river a bit. See, it's there. Oh, I just missed it. For some reason, when I hit my trigger, it's putting down a marker, which is helpful. I need to re-look at that. This could... Oh, I got hit. I got hit. 29. Yeah, Gumbo got hit. I'm going down 29.
Warning, 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 warning.
Oh, that's annoying as hell. Wow, those bridges are difficult. It's the weather. You're kind of looking. I've got one right next to it. There's obviously wind, rain, and everything else.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get in, me think.
Yeah, I'm back in. Yeah, I thought that might be a little bit adventurous. What I need, I don't know if we're got time to get back in, is rockets. I'll have a better day with rockets than bombs, I think, because you can just shoot a couple of them off as you're passing. Don't know why they said bombs, to be honest. Okay, rocket Zuni. Let's add that.
Copy.
No, very difficult to spot, especially when you're got to stay low and fast, and you've got to go out and run back in and get lined up, and you really want to come in with straight down the length of them. If you come across them, you more likely miss. You know, and you got wind and rain and everything else, and visibility is not great. Rockets would be much better. But also, I think that's a bit far forward.
Rearming complete.
We're getting picked up by SAMs. The red are all over it. Makes more an interesting video, though, I guess. But trying to be ultra aggressive, but I'm not sure if Andy's hit any bridges yet. Yeah, there we go. Viggins again got hit by a man-pad. Coffee killed me with an R27. Doomed.
Warning, warning.
Okay. Oh dear. Nice to have a little rest. That is absolute hectic manic. Because not only are you thinking about flying the jet, bombing a target, you're worrying about the other enemy aircraft. What your guys are doing. SAM units. Hopefully there's no man pads. You know, it's a lot going on. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is part of the campaign, isn't it? The coffee campaign we're doing. But yeah, someone came up with the idea of bridges, and so we're going for bridges. And but then, you know, the guys that come up with these ideas don't fly. They come up with all these good ideas, but no one turns up, and so there's two of us. instead of 4, plus some A10s, plus more cap. So you're fighting against yourself, really. Oh, the engine should come on now. Let's get that up.
Warning,
Let's
warning,
get some lights on.
warning, warning.
What's happening yet? Yeah, and they're taking off from Snarky again. Alright, let's try and be a bit more clever about it. I mean, really, I had a good 5 minutes there. That was pushing my luck a bit. Put that on standby and that one up. Let's get that up. I'm just going to charge in now. Do what we normally do as Blue. Do our own thing. I don't need that.
Warning, 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 warning.
Right, I'm almost ready to go. Let's get the nose wheel steering on. Let's get the lights on. Let's turn these ones off so I don't have to faff with that. Give us some £2,000 there of runaway fuel. Let's get the flaps down. Right, I think we're done, good and ready. Let's get that down. Let's get the bolter on already. I'm just going to take off from the taxiway. See if I can get in before mission end. Although it's not going too great. Right, line up. Let's get the nose wheel steering off. That's down, that's up, let's go. Finger on the trigger. Yeah, here we go. And we're off. Gear up. Turn. Yeah, these unis would kill it. Those bridges are like tiny anyway. Make sure I don't hit that post on the way out. Okay, let's get that up. Let's get the flaps up. Let's get the water off. Let's go into nav mode. Let's turn that on. Let's fence in. Let's get that on receive. Let's get the speed up. Try not to cook the engine on the way. Oh, a bit of an itch there. So I don't know what everyone else is doing. Probably landing again. So let's have a look and see what we're left with, if anything. AFC. That on. Oh, and Kestrel's going. Kestrel crashed. Yeah, the Vigans have got shot down. I think they're trying to go up the mountains again, and there's loads of man pads, and it never works. They always get shot down. Let's see what we got. Sherman's still up. There's no more auntie there. Yeah, look at, I mean, that's right on the front line there, but we've got to come so far in, and then look, SAMs in this area are going pew, shoot, spiking us. Okay, Gumbo's back up. Is there anyone left, or what are we doing?
Negative. Sure. Sherman's landing. He's out of fuel. I'm out of fuel.
Okay, roger.
Who's still up?
Just me, I think, at the second.
I'm up.
And Auntie's back up as well. Alright, let's make sure I don't hit these trees.
Right after this big building looks like the bit of road you're gonna have to go for. Sure.
Yeah, there's Sherman's 15 popping up there. Let's go low over the water for a bit. So if they're all landing and they're not taking off again, we may be in trouble. There we go, let's stick that there. Let's get the AFC on. Oh, quickly. Heading hold. Right, so it's 50 feet. There we go. Let's just charge down there like this.
Yeah, RTB.
Yeah, they calling it off then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, roger. Right, so they've all had enough.
Pussies.
Yeah, come on, keep going, keep going.
We're going to do our own thing in the Vigan because we've tested it on the server and it works. And what happens?
Yeah, I noticed that. Man pads again, wasn't it?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I saw one Vigan and it said man killed by Igler. Oh, I'm just going to keep going. I'm up in the air now.
That's why I had an idea of the Harriers going through the hills, because if we go trail behind it about, I don't know, 300 or 400 meters astern of each other, we can shout out for the manpads being fired.
Yeah, we'd never keep up with them though, would we?
No, not with them, on our own.
Oh, right. Oh well, I suppose we're disconnecting then.
That was the idea, going through the hills and attacking Duplessis.
Ah. Okay. Alright, so I'm out the server. Short and sweet tonight.
So, Hammer, who was that? Was that us? Do you want to debrief us, Sherman?
Well, let's see. We did our best to try and provide backup of the area, but we just
But we failed.
actively engaged the enemy targets without putting ourselves at risk by going low. We kept on being forced back by that SA-10 site. So the only one who was actually able to get in there with the SUs was Cap. Because we simply couldn't do anything up at high altitude, and if we stuck at low altitude, then they were just going to come in.
I'll turn that back on.
Destroy us.
That's off.
Yeah. Sadly, we lost 3 F-15s, which is, I think, it's our highest loss. No, it isn't our highest loss, but it's pretty bad. That sucks. What about Buick? Did any bombs on target?
We got bombs off, but I missed.
I didn't get anywhere near the target, kept getting shot down.
Damn.
Yeah. I could stay there for a little while, but I was surrounded near enough by the SAMs further south kept spiking, and then 29s came in, so it's really difficult to see in that weather as well.
Roger. Okay. Next group. I can't remember who it was. Was it the Biggins?
Yeah.
We didn't see you for the whole match. I don't know where you went.
They were another mission.
Yeah, we went off and were doing our own thing, something we'd actually rehearsed. And
which didn't
Blood got
work very
unlucky,
well,
got
unfortunately.
man-padded, on a blind corner. I dodged a missile, and when I looked straight after dodging a missile, I flew into a electricity pylon. And Kestrel got pounced by Wolf, who spotted him on data link.
That was very. Oh, it was Dayton. I was going to say it was very well spotted, but okay.
Oh, yeah. I would not have seen him.
Yeah.
It's just fucking stupid how powerful that is. It's just ridiculous.
Oh,
It takes it back to your earlier point as well, P-Man, that if we'd stayed in Gen 3, that wouldn't have been a thing, but like you say.
Well, I'm done with it now.
Gen 3 was
I'm
a
not-
lot more interesting.
I'm not going to do any more of this. I'm bored with it now. I'm done with it.
Okay, and Reds. I think Reds did very. Did we even shoot Reds down? How did the Reds get on? What did you guys get up to?
Well, they had a field day.
We knew we were undermanned, so we set out in singles. Merlin gave us anchor points and started calling us in when it was needed. And ultimately, I don't think any red people got shot down.
Roger. It was a very effective red chainsaw. As soon as I was in there, when one was coming, someone was always heading towards me. Basically, it's very frustrating. But yep. Okay, fair enough. Anyone else before we do our thing?
No.
Cool.
Not much really. There's not much we could do unless we knock out that SA-10 in terms of the cap.
I genuinely don't even think that would help.
Here's the thing, the only thing that stopped me from getting into the fight and taking control of the higher air corridor was that SA-10.
I agree. We were being pushed back really far from it. Couldn't do anything with that.
Was that the one in the hills?
I have a question. So you guys have long-range anti-rad sitting in Godata.
See, there's a big bird up in the hills, and I said, well, let's go for that. And there's also one down south as well, down in the lower bit, I think.
They have about 30 kilometers range, and you have 4 aircraft with 30 missiles in reserve. If you zip down low enough on the ground on your side of the turf, you can get close enough to get that out.
Which one is that? Is that the one that's near the coast?
Godata has 4 Su-35Ts.
Yeah.
Well, how did the Harriers get shot at by the SO-10? I found with my F-15 when I was on the deck, this kind of second time round, I actually felt pretty safe in the SO-10. It couldn't fire at me.
It wasn't the SA-10s that were shooting them.
No, it's the red.
Su-27s were getting.
Yeah, we got spiked by it, but they didn't shoot on us, I don't think.
Yeah.
I was under 100 foot, but because I was getting warnings from the bra that I was something 10 miles away from me, I couldn't concentrate on hitting the bridge. Of course, the Harrier hasn't got any waypoint system yet, so it's all visual, and when you're 50 feet off the deck trying to look for a bridge in the middle of trees, got no hope really.
No.
Today would have been a reasonable day for the F-18 because they can do very fast attacks on coordinates.
No, they just got shot down by the Su-27s.
Same problem applies, honestly.
We did have a window for a few minutes. I mean, I stayed over the bridge I was trying to get. I stayed over there for a good few minutes till I got shot down. But it was very short.
Kind of work out where the window is.
The only window is when the Reds are refueling.
We can make that
we
window.
don't know exactly when.
No, you can make that window. You can have a massive fight with the F-15s when nothing else is in the air, and that will force the Red Fort to go and refuel after that, and that's your window, mate.
Well, when the Reds went to land, as we saw on the display, we were told to circle Godata.
Yeah, I know. So
Again,
maybe you
it's
could have
trying to work out when that gap is, but yeah, you can't be right. If you did force the gap by throwing a load of F-15s in there, you got a chance.
I mean, that was certainly the intent. There was a reason that those 2 of the 3 F-15s lost today were lost due to a lack of fuel.
Two F-15s were running out of fuel.
Yeah, I lost situation.
That happens a lot.
And I thought I was heading north, so I headed north back to Data, but it turns out I was actually heading towards sort of.
You were heading inland.
Yeah.
Not just
So
follow the post.
the data was 270, and I was heading directly north. Well, north
Yeah, I was
to
juggling
06.
between. I was juggling between trying to determine whether whoever had fired on me was still chasing me and whether or not I had enough fuel to get back. And unfortunately, I got the equation just wrong, and I had to try and make an emergency landing a few miles away. And unfortunately, unlike the runway, there are road lights alongside.
I didn't look at F10 much, which I should have done, to be honest.
Guys,
I landed.
if you would like to kind of get an insight on how we organized what we did, I put up a stream. I should have recorded it and put it on Twitch. I don't know if it's any help, but might be.
Yeah. The reason we lost was because the F-15s are out to sea, going turning around and getting shot by SA-10s, and the Harriers and the M2000s were left to face the flankers on their own, and a bunch of SAMs as well. But none of the low-level ground SAMs fired at us. We just got shot by flankers.
We need a DCI. I know Marvelo had some issues this evening, but you have a DCI means you can coordinate stuff a lot better. I mean,
We just have a lot fewer people showing up now. It's kind of
Regarding the thing I want to touch on, the last few days have been disastrous. There's no way around it, and it's very obvious it's eaten the blue morale to the point where not many people even want to join anymore. Would it be out of the realm of consideration to end the campaign in blue concede?
I'm not flying in it anymore. I'm done with it. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to do any more of it.
The problem is it's a really good idea. It just doesn't work very well in DCS.
I think it's...
We fly these. This came off. I presume that this came off the back of the idea that I was talking to you about, the sort of campaigns that I fly before. The difference is that they're staged in singular missions. They're a campaign over 3 or 4 days, but you don't go and set a massive SAM net with radars everywhere across the whole map.
It's not the map that's the challenge. The challenge is the fact that most of Blue 4 don't know what they're doing in a tank.
They can see us. They can see us. They know where we're coming, and they've got a GCI. That's what the problem is.
Well, the data
we know where, and they also knew where we were attacking today as well. What's the point of having a bloody war room where we discuss everything, and then tell them where we're going to attack?
I don't think they knew where you... I mean, Coffee did obviously know, but I don't think that...
Coffee gave us the coordinates for the bridges.
Yeah, but Coffee's been pretty damn good at telling us you can bomb this, but
today
not...
we knew... Alright, so today we knew... So today we knew that you were coming for the bridges, but in reality that doesn't make any difference because the bridges are right at the front line, which is covered by patrol routes anyway.
Yeah,
And
you
we
guys
know
have done
that there's
exactly
gonna
the
be a
same
Harrier.
thing all the previous days.
So we knew you were going to go for the bridges, but didn't change our planning at all.
It's just hard to do cap when we can't actually get into the right areas because it's all mountainous and we're just going to get shot by
So
flankers.
I think
unless we take the F-15s into the mountains.
We're shot by SAMs, just a bigger threat.
So the campaign is an excellent idea, but it is fundamentally very, very difficult. You've got Coffee's excellently put together SAMnet. Atop that, you've got Red 4, who are extremely good at what they do and can put a pretty competent cap net together. And that's combined with Blue, who most of us are pretty good individual pilots. When it comes to working as a flight and then working as multiple flights, we have issues. And I feel like this campaign was a bit too much of a step up. Perhaps we need something similar to it, but a bit more of a level down. Something that we can come up with good tactics, we can practice our coordination, and then I truly hope we can return to this campaign or a similar one and be far more effective and have it be far more interesting.
I kind of want to make another only in Persian Gulf, and I could dumb that down a lot.
I think if you dump BSA 10s,
to be honest,
talking something's a bit more manageable.
At the moment, you're better off just abandoning it for a while because most people, and well, Certainly me, I've got no enthusiasm for doing another one now.
Yeah, I understand that. Obviously,
It's
there will
just-
be enough time between this and the next campaign that we will only start the next one after Blue has got their mojo back and they've actually done some training on flying as a team. Because right now,
We almost.
Problem we've got is we've got nothing to take those SAM downs except those bloody sidearm things, which were a disaster when they were originally made anyway. They're never made anymore. They were only a test. That's all we've got. And to do that, we have to get 50 feet off the ground, chuck them up in the air, and hope they get over the trees.
We've only taken one of those
Yeah,
down.
that's true.
That took 5 Vigans.
Yeah.
So
The only,
Got shot down.
the only actual site that we destroyed was the site that me, Signore, Blood, and Jim attacked.
Oh, that wasn't. We didn't do that, did we? That was on the fake day.
We took that one, didn't we?
did
We
it.
took one.
Blood. Oh yeah, I think we did it on the fake day. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We went after the one after you gave up on it, after your third attempt, I think. But we can only shoot the radars, you know.
Yeah,
It
for
became
Siege,
significantly harder when
Took the radars out.
for
it became
Siege
harder
we,
when we had less people. That's for sure.
Cap.
Yes.
I know this is a very popular series on YouTube, but it's hurting the internal structure of Grim Reapers. Should we consider dropping the campaign?
Yep. So, well, I'll tell you my personal opinion and then my professional opinion. My personal opinion is, I hated the campaign when it came out because I don't like change, and it was a pain in the arse to film. But then I learned to love it after a few days when I started to understand what it was all about, how each day affects the next one, and suddenly it became really, really addictive. And now I kind of plan in my head what I'm going to do the day before, kind of thing. I think a lot of people are doing it, so I really, really like it. However, and I don't get frustrated because I'm so used to losing in my life that I don't care. I enjoy losing. But I understand that a lot of people don't enjoy losing, and so we've got to obviously factor that in. So I'm perfectly happy to. I just follow you guys at the end of the day. So if we want to scrap the campaign, I'm gutted, but perfectly happy to do it if that's what we need to do, and make a kind of dumbed down, easier version with easier sounds or whatever the problem is. Perfectly happy to do what you guys want, basically.
I think we need like the fundamental concept of you have a campaign and each
Yeah, it is a very hard bar.
The next day is really good. That's what we need to keep. And as you say, we need to come up with something that's a bit more dumbed down, but we build back
I mean,
up
an
to
easier
this
one,
point.
How about
Cap, you're still streaming?
Sorry, Baba streamers.
how about for the next so-and-so campaign, you're not attacking
Yeah, so much to put up with to me.
a country, but instead you're organizing an invasion on some big island in the Persian Gulf.
What? You mean the
without red
Hormuz?
And how about like our enemy is like a little less sophisticated in the sense of the air defenses?
Well, I can see this conversation going on for quite a while now, and out of respect for the guys, I think I'm going to call it a day myself. It's almost 2 hours of streaming. We got up in the end after a few issues, but unfortunately no glory today. We'll have to see what else we can come up with in the future, and see what other exciting campaigns come up and other missions that I'll be flying in. So, as always, thank you for watching, and thank you to Wrecking Ball, good chat, and thank you to Shifty for the host, very much appreciated. And I might be streaming later of an evening when it suits, but otherwise I'll be back with another Grim Reapers mission, possibly after the weekend's finished and we're on to a new week. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.